All right, I'm back. What happened was I hit the mute button by accident, and now whenever I plug my headphones in, I thought it messed everything up, but whenever I plug the headphones in now, it's on mute already. It used to not do that. And now I can hear myself in the headphones when I talk, so I'm not used to that. So it's kind of driving me crazy now. But anyway, back to where we were. Hold on. Okay. So, I had made this, the interface, this here, right there. What else did I do? Where was I at? Okay, so on these, I need to, what, override? Where is it? There. So I gotta do, okay, so inside the class, this needs to be public. And then, what? Override this? Is that how you do it? Get num. And then, that's where we need to have our thingy here. Let's see, we need our constructor. There. Alright. So this is where we would do all this. Alright, where am I? Here. For that, engine 0. The only thing I don't like about this is I'm just not used to this kind of syntax. I wish I could have a variable up here and then do this here. um, Not sure about that. And then we need the distribution. Where is the distribution? Oh, I don't have that book with me. Oh, here it is. There. Because we're just going to grab the number. We're not going to do all this, all that in player. We're going to have it in here. We're going to pass the engine into player. So that's what I wanted. Something like this, but I really needed access to these from here. And I don't know. Because these just don't look like variables to me. And then, let's see, the idea is to do something like this. Just ng0, which that should be just engine. And then we would pass that in. All right, where is it? There. Let's see, this would be that would be what rand interface. Then you would use the random engine here to just do a get integer or get num. There. That's the idea anyway. But just not sure about any of that. Clear here we would pass in. Let's see what we do. Do this. I guess I could do it like this. Huh? Would it be random engine MT there? So is that how I would do that? I'm so used to putting new on any kind of object creation. But I guess in C++ you don't have to it. But I guess that's the difference between sending a copy and or sending a reference where new would be created on the heap. That's what I'm thinking. All right, let's see if it'll compile here. Syntax here on 9. So I guess that's not right. Or maybe you don't need these things. Is it like that? Unknown override specifier. 21. So how do you even do that? That. What if I just do that? ENG undeclared for 23. Yeah, that's what I thought. What I want is something like this. STD. Whoops. T937ENG. I want something like that. And then down in here, call that. Now in C#, if you do it outside the constructor, it's still going to do it. Or at least it used to. I don't know. Well, maybe I can do it like that. Because I think, I mean, it looks like you have to, it's almost like these are constructors. I don't think that would be legal. Arguments 19. Yeah. Okay. System outside the constructor. That. I'm pretty sure this has to be some kind of override on that. But languages do it differently. Some are like defaulted to override and others are not. So I don't know. So this here on 14. That's that. that's talking about there. Let's see. Identifier time. So maybe I can't instantiate or something. This stuff just drives me crazy here. Whoops. Because it feels like I'm just fighting the language. This is something that didn't happen when I was learning Ruby. That was my favorite language to learn. Everything just seemed like it was intuitive. Like there's nothing you couldn't do, if you could think of it, you could do it. This feels like it's just fighting me because I don't know the rules. The whole const thing drives me nuts when you got to have a constant value. Like on that get, when I was trying to get the tuple out, and it had to be an actual constant number. I couldn't just use a const, like current equals 5 or something. This is driving me nuts too because I don't know what this is. This is a type define, a type def. This here just looks like a constructor. But what I need is I need a variable here, and then inside the constructor, go ahead and instantiate it. So I'm just not familiar with this kind of syntax. So if I do it all in here, I guess it doesn't hurt to do it all because you're only going to instantiate this one time or pass it in once into the player. So maybe it's not bad. Now if I can just get this to work, the overriding thing, which I can't, I'm just unsure of that, the syntax. Probably have to look it up here in a minute. So now we do this, cannot instantiate abstract class. Okay, where am I doing that at? 157. That takes, well, I'm not instantiating that. So I don't have, see, the whole point of this was to program to that interface, this here. So we need to take a RAND engine interface. Does this mean I'm creating one? I'm trying to create one? I don't understand that. Seven. That's right here. Interface. So, to following members, void is abstract. Okay. Let's do this out. Comment it out and see if if it gives me a hint on how to do that. You guys quit. Go back to sleep. So it doesn't tell me anything that I have to do this, that I have to because I've inherited from the RAND engine interface, and it never told me that I had to even provide a definition or a implementation of the get num. So that tells me something is amiss here. So I'm gonna look up the overriding and inheritance thing. Now, does it make a difference if this is a class? I wouldn't think so from what I've read. So now everything's private. Now I gotta have this. I mean, that doesn't seem to me that it would matter. Now see if I put override over here, now it goes there. Can I have it over here? Does it have to come after that? I guess it does. Okay. Right, it says abstract class. See, so apparently this is instantiating that, which is not what I'm wanting. I'm just trying to say that it takes a RAND engine interface. Can I do that? Does that even matter? A reference to it? I don't know. Well, how would that do anything? Okay, well, it compiled. Does it even do anything? Well, we got all the same number. It's definitely not what we want. every time we call a seat. I hate that it's like that. Hmm. What if I did this? Well, no, we can't. Oh, wait a minute. Well, no. Hmm. This looks like that same problem I had in that one video where it was returning the same number every time. How do I get these out of there, though? Oh. Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. No, can't do that. Let me see. See if I can do something like this. Let's see. Equals. What if I can reassign that? The auto. That's what I love about dynamic languages like JavaScript. You could you can just make a variable point to anything. Number and then throw a name at it and whatever string. But apparently you can't do that here. The type def. So if I said std empty engine, like that. Std dist. There. Like that, but you can, it just seems like you can't do that though. And then in the constructor, engine equals. Or can I just do this? It would be nice if I could. Do that. Just like that. Taking one argument, so it's a function. 20. Oh man. Well, looks like I just can't do what I'm wanting to do, or I don't have the knowledge to make it happen. Yeah, this won't let you run these, I guess, outside of a function. This looks so strange to me. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, so this is a type def. So this is definitely creating some kind of type here. It's almost like it's an object. Oh man. But standard MT19937 X. Can I just say like equals null or something? No, because it's this. And expect all that. No overloaded function can convert all the argument types. So it's actually this here. So it expects all that. Huh. Oh man. Tired. How about auto ref? Can't do that because the reference has to actually have that. Ah, grief, man. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Man, guess we're stuck on this one too. Stuck on this one. idea. Non-static data memory cannot have a type that contains auto. Okey-doke. So this is a type define, and we're seeding it because this is the engine here. Oh, come on. Dang. idea. Okay, so it looks like I'm stuck with this here. Which unfortunately just returns the same number for everything. And the problem is I'm seeding it every time. You don't want to do that. Um, but I don't know how to fix that. Let me see. Oh, I just need it seeded one time in this class. Hmm. Ideally, ugh, it would be like a static. So it'd be done one time. The problem is I don't understand C++ enough, but I think this is some kind of like template thing. I don't really know the nomenclature. So apparently eng becomes some kind of expression or function pointer or something like that of the engine. Um, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Um, X. There are so many rules here. So can't use that unless I compile it. I think I can compile it with CCL. Standard what? No, I don't even know the flag. STD equals 17. Probably not. Yeah. Alright, well, that's not working. Function returns function. 15. Oh man. Oh man. Good grief. Oh, my knee's starting to hurt. All right, so what if we do this? Oh, shoot. What's the function signature that it returns though? I guess you can't return an auto, huh? Get yeah. Um, that would basically be the same thing. Yeah, I need to be able to access ENG. I need this thing to run one time. Grave. I'm sure I don't know something about this, but this seems a lot harder than it should be. So that means I don't know something. I wish I knew. I remember an error message said something about a function, returns a function or something like that, or expression. Oh, good grief. I'm about ready to give this one up. Still got 2 hours till I go to work, but okay, I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna burn it up in this truck. But if I turn it off, I'll freeze. Oh my gosh, man. Man, my knee's hurting. Okay, where am I at here? Right there. So have a constructor. Bam. Bam. Like that. What was I even doing? Auto. Um, FP. Engine P equals the result of this here. So whatever that returns, I want it to go into ENGP. None of this really helps. It doesn't work anyway. That'll just give me an error about the type. Expected an expression or whatever instead of the type. Yeah, expression instead of type. Oh. And there's no way to do the std.mt19937 without specifying the seed. Is that correct? That's something I didn't try. Maybe I can. Grief. Because I think that would be. Because if I just do this, that would work. But the problem is I can't access it because it's only in the constructor. Oh, man. I wonder if I could do this. Well, no. See, the problem is I gotta know types. Oh, that's one thing about generics. It's a way to get you around all this stuff. I don't know enough about it though in C++. get you around typing. So this works, but what's the result? Let me see. Every time I try to do this, I think this is what's called a template, but I'm real fuzzy on templates. X, GTX, that. Let's just do that, see what happens there. Prototyped function not called. Man, now I'm freezing. So apparently the MT19937 is some kind of prototype. What about this? Can I do a pointer to a pointer? Yes. So if I can do that, or if I could do this. Yes. So then what if I do this? Six. No. Expression assignment type. I need the result. Whoops. Okay, what if this? Go ahead and do that, and then address VG. Yay. So now, can I do it down here? Still need to be able to do it from this. So really, I don't need it from that. Because I can actually do it from here, but I need the distribution. So we need this. Copy that. Dist. Okay, we got that. Let's try this. So we need Y. So we need this here though. Y here. Two. See what X references there. So Y is the distribution. Is this? No, this isn't right. call it. Now I'm just trying stuff. Okay, let's see that. I wonder if we could just do that. Just have a pointer to a pointer. So X is a pointer to this. And then we just need what? Dereference Y. Dereference X. Yay! I'm gonna call that one done. Yay! Got it. All right, guys. We learned a lot about that one, didn't we? So, got that. Now what we do after we take a swig of coffee is we make another engine for each of the ones that we want. So with this one, I can basically copy this. Oh, come on, where's my enter button? So we got that. And this one will actually be the Newth engine. So underscore. I think that one's it. This will be the same. Copy that. another one for, what is it, the RAN 48 or something. B, and then RAN Lux 48. Uh, RAN Lux 48. So we do, whoops, that was not good. This one. Change that to RAN Lux 48. Come on, I don't need that. Copy that. Save that. So now we can pass in the reference to any one of those. If you wanted to swap out your, so anytime you created a player, you could just pass in whichever one you wanted. Like this. Actually, I shouldn't do that. That way we can just show you. Let's make sure that all still compile. Since we added those classes in there, might have made a mistake. So instead of a rand engine or MT, we're going to do a Nuth here. We'll send that one in. There we go. And that is a strategy pattern. You can just swap out whatever algorithm you want. What's the other one? The RANLux. We need to use that RANLux algorithm. We need to swap it out. We need it before noon. Well, that's easy, you tell your manager, because we use the strategy pattern. And then hopefully you get a raise for that. Oh, wait, what did I do? Oops. Do that, and then do a main. And then that did not work. What did we do? I bet you we didn't do something on the copy and paste. The RANLux. What did we do wrong here? Didn't look like we did anything wrong. The Nuth worked. Nuth B. RANLux. RANLux. Well, dang, what did we do wrong? Hmm. Hmm. Maybe the RANLux is a type of engine where I couldn't do that. Apparently. I don't see what the problem is. Huh. And then your run length 48. Apparently we can't use that one in there. Maybe it's something, I guess it's, I guess you have to do it a different way or something. Hmm. Oh well. Well, I'm not going to worry about that. Um, and yeah, apparently it doesn't work like that. The Ranlux engine. Well, I'm running out of time, so let's go ahead and call this done. Anyway, that's the strategy pattern. Apparently the other two work, but the Ranlux does not. So let's take that one back out. And let's send in an MT. This one here. That. Compile that. Go to main. That works. So apparently there's something with a Ranlux 48 that I don't know about. Probably you have to do it in some other way instead of where's it at? Instead of doing where's our instead of calling it like this, apparent or maybe it's a certain distribution or something, or maybe I made a mistake and I can't see it. I don't think I did, but anyway. Well, that's the strategy pattern, which that was a kind of a cool aside while we looked over the random number stuff. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time. Like, share, subscribe. Um, I really appreciate it. I love this stuff. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one.